Tingle Fairy ASMR. Click the red bell on my channel so you don't miss me. Hi, welcome to your Acupressure and Gua Sha appointment today. It's wonderful to see you. Thank you for coming to see me today. Today's session is going to be very, very relaxing and all about your personal attention. I'm going to spend lots of time focusing on those different pressure points across your face to help you relax and to help you feel renewed, to help your life force energy flow through your body. And I'm going to help you understand a little bit more about your acupressure points on your face and maybe a couple on your hands to help you be able to use those at home for your own personal health as well. So I hope this will be quite informative and be a lovely, wonderful space for you to enjoy to help you relax. Now, acupressure can help in a variety of different ways. It is a holistic treatment which focuses on a number of acupoints across your body. Now, today we're going to focus on your face specifically, and different types of acupressure focus on different areas and different types of pressure. You may have heard of shiatsu massage. That's originated in Japan, and that's about applying pressure mostly to the top of your head and in a little bit more of a strong way. So I'm going to go through with you some different acupressure points on your face, and if there's anywhere particular you feel that you need particular attention, then please let me know, and I can either help you today or see you again. Alright, wonderful. Okay, now let's just set the space and set the energy a little. Let your energy flow now. So let's have a look. I have that diagram behind me, but just so you can see up close, here is a lovely diagram of all the different areas on your face which can help stimulate other areas of your body. So throughout our bodies we have at least 14 meridians, which are lines that flow through our bodies on which are acupressure points. Now these lines, these channels, are what channels their energy, channels sort of helps the blood flow, and by putting pressure on these areas we alert the brain to send more blood and nutrients to that area and to help unblock areas of tension, blockages, pain. If you have a specific ailment, it's good to focus on that area and help bring blood to that area. So pressure does that because the pressure stimulates the nerves in that area. So let's go through some of the areas on your face, and then we can concentrate on those that we feel you need to today. Would that be alright? Brilliant, good. Right. So we might start at the top of your head. So at the top central part of your head here, right here, number 1, that focuses on the bladder. So if you have frequent urinary tract infections, anything wrong with your bladder, maybe you're incontinent, have issues like that, then we could concentrate on this area here. Something I will say about acupressure is that when I apply it, the points are in an area where you feel tenderness. So like when you hit your elbow, you feel that tenderness in your elbow that really hurts. That's actually what the acupressure points feel like. Now when I apply pressure to those areas, I'm not concentrating on causing you pain, but I'm causing a little discomfort, pressing on that tender area for anywhere between 2 minutes and up to 10, but I think we'll stick at about 5 minutes per point. And I'll be applying the pressure and then releasing, and it's that release that brings everything to that place. So by pressing here on the head, so I would find a tender point, you sort of run your fingers along and you can find an area which is a little bit more tender. That will then connect to the channel of the bladder and stimulate the brain to send signals and positive nutrients to that area. So let's have a little look through. So the large intestine, we stimulate this bit right in the middle of the forehead, so right here, right there in the middle. The ascending colon, so ascending is going up, so the colon, that side is number 3, so that's either side. So in the middle is number 2, that was the large intestine. Number 3 is the ascending colon, so that's sort of here. There's sort of a tender point you can feel here and here. And I'm someone who has fibromyalgia, and I have a lot of pain in my tender points. So acupressure is something that can really work and home in for someone with fibromyalgia. Yes, our tender points are very tender and we don't really like to stimulate them too much, but if done in a very gentle, pressured way, acupressure is something that should help people with fibromyalgia. So that's the ascending colon. The descending colon is number 4, which is hiding somewhere. Oh, okay, the ascending was on one side and the descending is on the other side. The small intestine, so the large intestine is the big one that sort of goes around your stomach like this, and the small wiggles in the middle. That one is stimulated by number 5, which is just above our eyebrows, but above them, so around right here, this tender point here. I tend to get a lot of pain in my, not sure it's descending or ascending, large colon, and if you have problems like that, you might have a colonoscopy, which is something I am having soon. Hypothyroidism, liver, so any problems with the liver, that is number 6, which is right here between the eyebrows. You can feel it when you press something that's a little bit blunt on the area, that there is a tender point right there. Kidney, top pole, so it's a certain part of the kidney. It's number 7, so that is this eyebrow. Feel that the eyebrow is quite tender right there and there. So if you want to do any of these to yourself, you can hold that area. I would say you could do 2-3 minutes, that's enough. Not so much that it hurts, but just so that you can feel the tenderness. The heart is number 8, which is the other eyebrow, this one. We have the gallbladder, which is 9, which is down this side, so you can definitely feel sort of, that's here, it's a bit higher. It's for the end of the eyebrow, this side there, the end of the eyebrow here. That's gallbladder. That's quite a tender point for headaches, that one. Gallbladder, and then number 10 is all right in the middle. And that's the pancreas, and that is right between the eyes. That's your pancreas there. Right there in the middle. We have the gallbladder, which is number 11, which is the other side right here. So tender there. And the kidneys and the heart, number 12. The kidney has lots of different areas to focus on specifically. The kidneys and the heart, number 12, is a very tender point under your eye. Sort of here. It's quite tender there, right there. You can feel these little tender points. Now, I will point out that my diagram says acupuncture points, but they are actually the same as the acupressure points. The difference between acupuncture and acupressure is that with acupuncture you use very fine needles to apply them to the acupoint or acupressure points, and that then releases some blood flow to that area, which obviously stimulates the brain, stimulates the nerves to send those signals to encourage the blood flow. The difference is that acupressure, you're pressing on the area, and often pressing and creating that tenderness will increase blood flow on its own. It'll create pressure release, which brings the blood, whereas acupuncture punctures the skin, which tells the brain to send blood to that area. So it works in a similar way, though I would say acupressure, you obviously don't have to worry about needles if that's something you're worried about. So obviously there's lots of different areas of the face, and we could go through every single one, but I was wondering whether you would like to choose an area to focus on today. So I can list them very quickly. Exhaustion, adrenal glands, stomach, renal, pelvis, intestinal diseases, liver, gallbladder, heart, bronchia, right lobe of the liver, large intestine, lesser curvature of the stomach, pancreas, liver, gastritis, left lobe of the liver, pancreas, small intestine, upper pole of the kidney. We had lower, I think, did we before? Top pole. I don't know what the difference between top pole and upper pole is. Organs located in the lower abdomen in general. That's quite interesting. Why is it one big area? 29. It's down here to your lips, and then it's like here. You can definitely feel those tender points if you do them with yourself. So 29, that is organs in the lower abdomen. I'm curious as to what 28 is. What's upper pole of kidney? Small intestine, hypothyroidism, bladder, right kidney, esophagus, cardiac part of the stomach, thyroid, autonomic disorders, genitals, and left kidney. So, is there any area you would like me to specifically focus on, do you think? Also, applying pressure to that area directly that has pain. So if you have headache, applying pressure to the acupressure point in that area does help stimulate it as well. It's not necessarily triggering channels to a different part of your body, but it's applying pressure directly there to help stimulate. So what do you think you would like to focus on, do you think, today? Okay, so I'm going to go for stomach, which is number 14. So that's not right between your eyes, it's just slightly lower, so the top of your bridge of your nose. Okay, so we're going to do 14. What else? Okay, heart. Yeah, just to keep good general heart health, that's a good idea. 19. So we do 14 and 19. They're actually right next to each other. So on the top of your nose, and then it's like the tip of your nose. So we're going to do here and here. How about, should we do some focus on the intestines in general? We could focus on exhaustion, adrenal glands, if if you're suffering from some kind of fatigue or chronic fatigue. So that would be number 13, which is here under the eye. So we've got here, here, we've got under the eyes, and the opposite side is quite nice to do them in symmetry. You've got 13 and then 16, which is intestinal diseases, so that's quite good to cover the intestines. So we'll do those two, 14, 19, 13, 16. What are the ones on the lips? I'm just wondering. You've got, I'm guessing there is a bit there that's quite tender. A bit there, or here. There's a piece here somewhere. I can feel it there. 23 and 26, I'm curious. 23 is the lesser curvature of the stomach, and 26 pancreas. Maybe not so much. I'm wondering about on the forehead area whether there is anything. Bladder, large intestine, colon, number 6, liver. Heart is number 8 as well. Heart comes up quite a lot actually. There are different areas, because obviously the heart is what's pumping the blood around our bodies and what is being kind of manipulated a little bit by the acupressure that we're giving. So okay, I'll just do sort of a variety then if you're happy with that, but I'll focus on those ones I just mentioned. Lovely. Right, so I'm going to show you the tools I'm going to use today. These are to look like jade. Traditionally, acupressure tools were made out of jade, or the first ones, or wood, or often it would just be the pressure from the thumbs, the pressure from the knuckles. You can do acupressure from the pressure from the elbow, all pressing on those specific points. So I have 2 acupressure tools here, which this one's lovely and fine and quite pointed to really get into some of those very small acupressure points. Here this is more for sort of Gua Sha and massaging, which I think after we focused really intensely on the acupressure, which does cause some tenderness because of the points, doing some Gua Sha just to smooth everything down at the end might be quite nice. Would you like that? Okay, wonderful. And then I have one that's a little bit more simple, tool like this. These are made of resin, so they're actually quite warm. And then, as long as you don't mind, I have, it is unfortunately broken, but I won't use that end. I have a rose quartz Gua Sha tool, which will be lovely to just smooth your cheeks. Smooth around. It's very cooling, it's beautiful. But also I have a very beautiful new Gua Sha tool. So we have this one, which is shaped like this, which is good for the kind of different creases, but this is a piece of real jade, which is a lovely new tool I've added to my kit. And this is lovely for these lines around here. Any massage of the muscles around, especially around the mouth, the jaw, around the cheeks, help making the cheeks feel strong and supported, stimulating those muscles so that they don't sag. Keeping them very bright can really help pull your skin. And they do say that Gua Sha is like a natural facelift, so we'll use our lovely piece of jade, beautiful, to just go along here. And because of the shape here, it's really good to go underneath the chin or any lines like down the nose. In traditional Gua Sha, it is used in a way which is rubbed quite vigorously, and you can see the redness appear on the skin where the vesicles, the capillaries have been slightly broken under the surface. And that is sort of similar to how we talk about acupressure and acupuncture, that these areas are broken or rubbed or stimulated to help bring blood flow to that area, which helps to heal. So you may see some sort of very small kind of like they're like a love bite when it brings the blood to the surface, but I'm not going to be that rough if you don't want me to. Okay. No worries. Right, let's start with the acupressure first then. I know I've given you a lot of information today, but I know some of it you can take away with you and it'll be quite helpful. I'm going to use my pointed sticks just to find the location of the points and the end of the rounds part to find them, and then use my other tools, okay? Right, let's start on number 14, which we said the stomach. So that is right in the middle between your eyes, just slightly lower. Okay, so that would be right there, right in the middle there. Okay, so I'm going to hold that area from anywhere between sort of a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, just for today's session, so we can incorporate a lot of different acupressure points. It might be shorter than that. We'll see how we go. Okay, so I'm just going to hold in the middle here and just feel that pressure right between your eyes, slightly lower, just at the top of the bridge of your nose. Just feel that pressure, slight tenderness. Is it okay? Good. You can feel the tenderness, yeah. And that is to help stimulate the stomach, to open those channels to tell the brain to send something to the stomach. Okay. Do you ever get any tenseness across your face there? Okay, that might help a little bit. Okay. Just going to do a little countdown. 20, 19, 18, 19, 17, 16, 15. And release. Okay, so that's your stomach. Hopefully that will help that area. Now let's have a look. I'm going to move to number 19, which is the heart. So I'm going to go down from the bridge of your nose just to pretty much the point now. So going down a little bit lower, just to there. Because it's such a, I'm just going to test just such a tender point in the middle. I feel as though the small end is a little bit too much, so let's just put them right there in the middle of your nose. Okay, just a couple of minutes holding that pressure there. And this helps stimulate your heart, and of course, our heart. What could we do without it, really? We need it to be functioning as well as it possibly could. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do a little countdown. 16, 15, 14, 12, 11, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release, 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 release. Okay, so now I wonder where we sit next. Let's look. What conditions did you say you have again? I'm not sure if there's something specific, but I wonder whether kidneys might be a good area to focus on, because kidneys filter everything in our body, so it might help freshen us up a bit. Now, there's different areas of the kidneys, and I'm just wondering whether 12 would be good, because 12 is here, just under that eye, just there. And that also covers the heart as well. So that is on this side, just here under the eye, just there. Are you okay with me pressing there? Okay. I'm going to use one of the smaller tools. I think it's around about there, so here, but I'm going to use this smaller one because I can just get into that little nook there. It's quite a small area. Okay? Okay, good. Alright, just there. Applying pressure now. If it's too much, please, please do say. Okay. Good. Alright. And whilst we do this, let's take some big deep breaths in and out and in and out and in and out. Good. One more. And out. Now a little countdown. 20, 11, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, 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 release. Good. Okay, now there are also some acupressure points on the neck. Now I'm wondering whether they might be helpful exploring a completely different area of the face and what they may stimulate. So the thyroid might be good. It's good to keep that flowing well. I know if people have issues with their thyroid, it really affects their metabolism. So if you're having issues with weight, whether it's either way really, the thyroid and making sure that's working correctly is very, very important. So the thyroid's number 36, which is actually right under here. Now, are you okay with me pressing here? It is actually right in the middle. It is, now I'm not sure whether it is here. It's not right there. It's right under, so there's a tender point right here. You can feel it there. And because there's a like sort of a bone that goes here, that's right there. Now that is quite tender. Are you okay with me doing that? Okay, good. Let's just find that point on you. So it's just around there. Okay, I'm going to use a bigger, rounder one. I think the pressure of that there will be better. It's quite a tender point, so I feel that the small point is too much. Okay, so I'm going to use the big one. Good, 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 good. It's lovely to see you so relaxed. Yes. Good. I hope this helps to relieve a lot of tension for you. Okay, now let's do a little countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, 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 release. Okay, so I think we will just do a couple more spots of acupressure before we do a little Gua Sha massage to finish, okay? So just having a look at any areas. We've just explored quite a lot of the nose, to the eyes and down here. It is good to explore points in a variety of places. I'm wondering what 21 and 25, so they are here. You can feel that tender point right there. So that one's 25, and 25 is the left lobe of the liver. So obviously the liver can get quite damaged if we drink too much alcohol and things like that. So should we have a go at that one? And the one on the opposite side is 21. It's the right. 21 is the right lobe of the liver, and then 25 is the left lobe. So we've got all sides of the liver covered if we do both. That sound okay? Good. Alright, so we'll do both of those. I'm going to start on this side, and I'm going to use, I think, I'm going to use the larger piece because the smaller one's a bit too intense. Okay, there we go, just here. Just feel that pressure pushing in to that side and feeling the energy flow to your liver to help freshen and filter, to help encourage the correct protein production around your body, to help release the endorphins through the pressure applied through the acupressure. The endorphins rush through your body to help you feel good. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, 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 release. Now I'm just going to find that other point around about here on that side for the left lobe of the liver. On this side. Okay? And just the same again with the large point. Okay, I'm going to press now. Feel that pressure on your skin. Feel the energy flow and release any blockages through the meridians traveling around your body. Does it feel good? Yeah. Let's take some deep breaths again. And out. And in. And out. And in. And out. And in. And out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, 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 release. And there we are. We finished with the acupressure part. And now I'm going to use the Gua Sha tools on you just to massage out everything, to smooth everything, relax your body. I'm going to use some lovely cream which is actually from the ancient Japanese tea ceremony. This promotes inner calm, and this cream feels lovely on the skin. It's called the Ritual of Chado. I don't know if I've pronounced that correctly. It inspires you to awaken your soul and live each moment with renewed intent and harmony. And it's made of matcha tea and bamboo. And it's a lovely, lovely wooden top to it. I'm going to apply some of this cream now to your face. It smells wonderful. It's a smell I can't describe. It's just beautiful. I love green tea. It's so gorgeous. But it definitely has something floral in there too. It has Bambusa vulgaris shoots, so it does have bamboo shoots in it, and camellia leaf extract, which is probably the lovely smell. I can smell it's gorgeous. Yeah, camellia and sunflower seed oil and citronella and geranium, cinnamon, and limonin, just lemon. You're getting most things. So oh, it's so lovely. Just going to massage it into my hands so that my hands are lovely and smooth, because I'm going to rub them over your face a little bit, as well as using the Gua Sha tools too. So my hands are now lovely, smooth and silky to rub them over your face. Okay, now let's put a little bit on your face too. Just rub it in a little bit. That feels really good, doesn't it? Yes. Okay, now let's grab the Gua Sha tools. I'm going to start with the rose quartz. Now my hands are very slippy, I'm going to be very careful with this piece. Fortunately they are brittle because they're made of real semi-precious stones. But this side is still good. I'm just hoping I'm not going to drop it. It's just so slippery now. I'm going to just let's do it this way, and I'm going to go along your jawline with the grooves, okay? Do it quite vigorously because that helps stimulate the blood flow. And the other side, which I'm not left-handed, probably feel. So I'm going to drop it. Up your jawline, and now I'm going to use the lovely bumps on the top just to massage across your forehead, and there'll be a point because we have some of tender points there where it feels a little bit tender, so don't worry too much. So relaxing, that's great. Okay, now I'm just going to go along your cheeks a little bit like this, but I'm going to make sure their edge is okay. Keep that edge away. And the jade one will work a bit better in a minute as well. Just up your cheeks, just stretching the skin. That when people have a facelift, they often manipulate this part, but we don't need to do it. If we give ourselves a lovely massage really regularly, the muscles will help tighten the skin for us. And we'll do the other side. Just working that pressure into your cheeks. Lovely. Now let's switch to the jade piece to finish. Now this piece feels as though it's got more grip to it. It does have some of the smoothing to it, but it feels like it's got more grip. But I have to be wary of it because jade will break more often, even than rose quartz, so I need to be very, very gentle with this piece. I'm also going to go again over that area because this is quite an important area of our face. I'm going to go down your neck as well, so let's just grab a little bit more cream. This piece, like here. Just on your cheeks a little bit. And also just on your neck too. Okay. I'll just up your cheeks. On the other side. Okay, I'm just going to go along this jawline now because it's got a lovely good angle to it. And this one. Okay, I'm just going to do some smooth strokes across your face now. I'm going to now use this angle here just to go down your nose as well, because it helps. Sometimes you get little bumps down your nose or even on your skin which just doesn't look smooth, so there's areas where there's built up muscle or fluid retention in the capillaries. So what we're doing is we're smoothing it out to get that blood flow moving, to get everything all just sort of stretched out so there's no bumps or lumps. So doing it along your nose can actually help smooth out some areas of your nose. It's the same with the jawline. If you feel any little bumps or tense little bits there, that can really help soothe it, smooth it. I'm going to hold it with 2 hands because it's very slippery. Lovely. Okay. How do you feel now? I'm sure this really helps. Of course. Good. Wonderful. Great. Oh, it's been wonderful to see you today. Now I hope I have found some really good acupressure points that will help you to feel good, and you'll feel the release of some of that energy over the next few days. Sometimes this can create a healing crisis, so your body can come out in spots and things because we've stimulated different areas of the body which help those areas to actually release some of the toxins. So if you feel like you're getting a bit the next few days, that would be why. But then your body's having a good clear out, and then you'll start to notice that your skin and your organ function in general will pick up too, because you've had so much stimulation in the different areas to stimulate those meridians, those channels to your body. Okay, I'm going to say good night now. Alright, and I hope you sleep tight, or if it's middle of the day, I hope you rest well, and I will see you very soon. Lovely to see you. Thank you for coming in today. Take care, and I'll see you very